Good morning. It's time for our daily devotion, and today we are in Matthew chapter 11. Another one of those chapters that's full of red letters. These are the words of Jesus. And chapter 11 seems to be about the subject of the signs, the miracles, the affirmations that have been made concerning who Jesus is, and whether or not people believe that. And the chapter opens with some disciples of John bringing a message to Jesus from John the Baptist, who says, are you the one that we should be looking for, or should we look for another after you? Now, John is having some doubts, obviously, some second thoughts. There was a time when he was certain and sure, but he's been in prison and he's been under persecution. And so during that time of hardship, he's begun to wonder, is this really the Christ? Is this really the Messiah? Interesting that Jesus sends back a message to John. He says, you go tell John what you've seen. He wants to know if I'm the one. You go tell him what you've seen, that the eyes of the blind have been opened, the ears of the deaf have been made able to hear, the lame are walking. In other words, Jesus says, you go share with John the confirmations, the affirmations, the signs and wonders that you have seen with your own eyes. And perhaps that will convince John that I'm the one. And then Jesus goes into this discourse about how if Sodom and Gomorrah had seen the miracles and the wonders and the signs that this generation has seen, they would have believed long ago. But that this generation that Jesus is dealing with and that Jesus is trying to minister to is hard. They are difficult to reach. They are far from God. And he says, even though they see the signs and even though they see the wonders, many of them will reject the message. Many of them will reject me. Many of them will not accept, even though they see these wonderful signs. So what are we to learn from this chapter? One, I think we need to understand that God is always willing. He is always ready to prove himself to those who have an open heart and an open mind. And when he does, there will always be some who will accept and receive and take those signs and wonders as evidence that he is who he says he is. On the other hand, there will always be those who, no matter what sign they see, no matter what miracles they see, no matter how many times they see a confirmation or affirmation of who Jesus is performed, they simply will not receive it. They simply will not accept it. And the reason is because their hearts are hard and cold. They are not receptive to the message of Christ. So signs and wonders, miracles, those affirmations and confirmations that God wants to send, he's always willing to do it. Some will receive them. Some will reject them, but God will be revealed to all who come with an open heart and say, God, show me yourself. Now, I wonder if your prayer today might be, God, open my eyes that I can see. Lord, confirm and affirm to me who you are. I'm willing to accept that. I'm willing to receive it. I'm willing to be moved by it. I'm willing to be changed by it. I guarantee you that when you pray like that, God will begin to reveal himself to you and show himself to you in ways that you never dreamt possible. And it will make it your best day ever. Now, go make it a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.